Drake is the latest performer to get hit on stage by something thrown by a concert goer.
Who did it? Someone threw a cell phone onto the stage, seemingly hitting Aubrey in the arm or wrist during a concert on Wednesday in Chicago. The phone fell to the floor. Drake apparently was not hurt and continued the show. It's the latest, though, in a slew of similar incidents in the last few weeks. Targets have included Bebe Rexha, Kelsea Ballerini, and Ava Max. And Pink had a wheel of cheese and human ashes thrown on her while performing on a stage in two separate incidents.
Entire wheel of cheese?
Human ashes. And who hit Aubrey?
Yeah, look, y'all don't do it when he comes down here, because Kelsea will
I
be
will
after
find you.
all right?
I will find you, and you'll be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. Leave
What if it's a wheel of cheese?
Who
I mean,
carries a wheel of cheese with them?
I'm almost not mad. I'm more impressed.
How'd you smuggle a wheel of cheese? Or do you have to smuggle it?
I don't know.
We have so many questions.
Interesting.